Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. And on the AVAX chart, we have still this ongoing consolidation. The ranges or the range, let's say the range parameters, they haven't changed since the last update. Still looking here at a potential 5-wave move to the upside, which topped on the 18th of March at $66. So then the current move down seems to be a corrective pullback in an uptrend, which started end of September. So that's an important finding. It's a potential uptrend because we have 5 waves up. This seems to be a pullback. Pullbacks and uptrends seem to be normally good opportunities, especially considering that we are most likely still in a bull market. Now that can change if Bitcoin at some point gives us a signal that the bull market is over. Okay, then we have to run. But at the moment, that's not the case yet. Instead, Bitcoin seems to be just consolidating in a corrective fashion and preparing for the next move to the upside. That can, of course, change. If that changes, I will let you know as soon as I can see that. Obviously, all of that takes a bit of confirmation. But in all likelihood, we should go a little bit higher. That seems to be the case for AVAX as well. I mean, we are far away from any invalidation. We are far away from breaking below any key support. The key support level here on the larger time frame is at $13.40. So the yellow support zone, I mean, that is main support. Typically, you would expect a wave 2 to go down to the 50% retracement level. But since we've started the bull market, or at least a bullish market end of last year, or sort of the last quarter of last year, we have seen very, very shallow pullbacks. Now, this current correction is the most, let's say, the strongest one that we've seen in a while. That makes sense because we have 5 waves up, right? So after 5 waves up, we typically expect a deeper pullback because in contrast to all these small pullbacks that we had before, this here corrects the move down that started on the 18th of March. That is correcting the entire move up. So of course, the entire move also serves as basis to calculate these retracement zones, which you can see there on the chart, which are defined between $13.40 and $30.48. So that means these are the base parameters that we're dealing with. Going to the 1-hour chart, now that takes us to an assessment of the microstructure. And at the moment, we can see that we have seen 3 waves to the downside, and it reached the first level of the box. Now that typically means that, okay, we could have completed the pullback, but it also takes a 5-wave move to the upside to confirm that. I don't see that at all. Also because this is most likely a wave 2 pullback, or could also be a B wave, but let's keep it simple. Because it's a wave 2, typically we would expect it normally to go down a little bit lower, not just touch the 38.2 retracement, unless it's a really shallow pullback. So in all likelihood, again, we have 3 waves up only, and we've only reached the first fib level. So there are 3 more fib levels to test. They don't have to be tested, all of them, but typically it's likely that we maybe go a little bit deeper into the support zone. And again, coupled with the situation that we haven't broken above resistance, at the moment it keeps the door open for lower. The trapdoor to the next fib level to the downside would open with a break below the last low. So we talk about a sustained break there, but that would already help to increase downside pressure. That's here a move below the $31.94 level, the last swing low from the 19th of April, but a break below this swing low that formed on the at $29.50. Well, that would confirm it further that we're actually in the 5th wave to the downside. The C wave in the white scenario. Okay, so we have a count here in which we expect 1 more low. That's the white count. Obviously, purple is possible. It would most likely lead to a larger ABC structure. Then we still have to be on the side of caution because it could still lead later to move down. Depends on which pathway the market takes, right? For now, the bounce to the upside was shallow enough to be a 4th wave. So I'm following the white count until the market breaks here above the last high at basically $40. And if that happens, then yeah, it opens the door to purple, which would be a larger corrective rally. But for now, the move down looks like a bear flag a little bit. So again, that C wave in the white count seems to be an ending diagonal. All the waves are corrective. That means also here the 5th wave could be an ABC structure. So from a micro point of view, micro pattern point of view, this could be an A, B, C. That's not high confidence. These microstructures, they are not high confidence. They change a lot. So you get all sorts of slippage, all sorts of like non-human trading behavior there due to the bots and everything. But, you know, there isn't much more we can talk about really on this chart. It's really, really boring. I think the overall pattern is quite clear. If this really is a wave 2 pullback and the next rally would be a third wave or at least a C wave rally, yeah, then we need to pay attention to the next upside fib levels. And the next one that I would want to pay attention to is the 78.6 extension. That's at $213. That already seems quite far away. Let's see if we get there. For now, the focus is still on lower prices with the added information that we could have bottomed already is just not very clear yet, and we need more evidence for that. But the parameters are there for us to watch, and once we see a break above resistance, we have a first indication that we're actually going up. But yeah, this just looks like corrective price action, boring sideways behavior, consolidation, and yeah, just no evidence at this stage. But the parameters are clear. So we dipped already into the support region, should go lower, but for anybody who wants to, let's say, already prepare for the potential that we could have bottomed already, I mean, one way of dealing with this is to add first positions now and then maybe accumulate a little bit more as we go lower, still carefully until we have a first impulse to the upside that would confirm that the correction is complete. That's my update about AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.